Okay, so good evening, everybody, and welcome to this celebration town hall of the Dalmia family. This is the first town hall that we are organizing, which is done virtually, and extremely happy and extremely proud that we are able to do it on the 1st of May, which obviously is a very important day for all of us also. And we have, for the first time, close to 2,000 participants already logged in. So very happy to see that we have almost 2,000 participants logging in, and I'm sure by the time we start, we'll have some more people. At every second, we are finding 5 to 10 people joining in. So thank you so much to all of you for joining this town hall today. We are represented by the entire organization. We have employees and colleagues and friends from all the functions: manufacturing, sales, logistics, finance, commercial, HR, infra, CSR, legal, digital, IM, marketing, technical services, and projects. So we have almost everybody on the call today, and it's a great opportunity that we are able to connect to all of you virtually. We also have some special invitees. We have Mr. N.S. Rajan, who is an advisor to us and also an independent board member of the company. We have also Mr. Raj Jan with us today, who is also is advising us on various aspects of the business. And we are also lucky to have all of our young interns, almost 27 of them, on the virtual town hall today. So once again, warm welcome to all of you, and thank you all of you for joining this virtual call today. Uh, Before I hand over the call to Mr. Singhi, who's going to address all of us, a special thanks to Madhuri and the corporate communications team for organizing this town hall and designing the format in such a good way and in a short time. A special thanks to the IM team, Govind and the entire IM team, for organizing this virtual town hall for us for the first time. And as you would have seen from the screens earlier, that today, this time, we would be only having a dialogue by Mr. Singhi. We are still trying to learn the new technology, and the new situation is making us learn every day. And so we will try and innovate on this format going forward. We will definitely want to make it more interactive going forward, and we would ensure that the next town hall that we have is more user friendly, and we would have more interactions, and we would have situations where you all can also chip in to either speak or to chat, or even doing some polling on the screens. So we will keep innovating. We will keep that's the DNA of the company, that we will keep learning and keep innovating going forward. So, but for today, it will be a dialogue from Mr. Singhi. He wants to address all of us, and we want all of us are also eagerly waiting to hear from you. But we will obviously want to innovate going forward and try and see how we can innovate further and learn further. As I said, today may be a single dialogue, but we would be happy to have your inputs once the town hall is over, either through a mail. We'll possibly create a mail ID where you can possibly mention your remarks, comments, thoughts, and ideas on how we can further fight the COVID situation and improve on the business and improve on the safety of our people. So with this, I would request Mr. Singhi to take the platform now, and please address all of us. Thank you, Mr. Singhi, and welcome to the call again.
Thank you. Thanks, Ujjwal ji. Happy evening, friends. Namaskar. Om Shanti. Friends, it's a great moment for me, and I'm sure for all of us, that on this great day of International People Day, the International Day of Karma Yogis, we are meeting together and greeting each other. So the whole purpose today of meeting you is to say big thank you to you. So I would like to salute all of you. You have done a great, commendable job, not for yourself only, not yourself for your family only, not only for the organization, but for the whole nation, for whole humanity. The reason of saying so is that you have come across a crisis which we identified as COVID-19, and we decided together that we'll fight it out. We'll fight it out. And today it's time to commend your efforts, to applaud your efforts, that we have come out as winners in this first phase of COVID-19. I'm saying first phase because there may be a lot of uncertainties, but since in first big uncertainty, which at least our generation never dreamed of, came on us, but we all resolved together. And I remember that when we came across this crisis of COVID-19, then we all resolved. And in fact, we talked also with a limited number of people. I sent a message also that it's time for us to unite together as well to ensure that yes, we fight it out. I was 100% sure. I was fully confident that will come out as a winner. In fact, you all know that once we decide, we are able to achieve the same. In fact, it also reminded me because every day when I go to my office, I read famous quote of my hero, Swami Vivekananda ji, which says, all power is within you. You can do anything and everything. And this is, friends, each one of you had taken up the challenge of facing the crisis. You have shown what you are capable of. Your dedication, commitment, and indomitable will again reminds me the thoughts of our Swami Vivekananda ji, who had said, take up an idea, make that one idea your life. Think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea. And just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. And this is what you did. This is what you determined, that I would come out as a winner by taking care of each and every person of our Dalmia Cement family, each one of the society with whom we are connected. And then we would show to ourselves that whatever we decide, whatever type of crisis it may be, but if we decide, then we can come out as a winner. So my great and my humble salute to you, and my humble best wishes to you, as well to your family also. I think in this difficult time, our families supported us. Our families stood together. And more important was that when we were all the time in our houses, sharing the life with family, but more we were sharing earlier. So that also gave us an opportunity to understand the family also, and at the same time to create a new life culture. I would not say the work culture only, but I would say the life culture. And in this life culture also, when we could ensure that whatever we want from ourselves, from the society, from the organization, we should get it, and we got it. And why I'm saying so much today is that whatever efforts we could make to ensure that all our people, whether they are in certain offices, in the cities, whether they are in the plants or anywhere, they all remain safe, they remain healthy. And whenever we start our operations also, we should ensure that it is done in the most right way, which is that it should be totally COVID compliance. There should be total faith in our protocol, which ensures that whoever joins us, whoever enters our plant or office, he would be healthy and safe. The way protocols were set, the way everything was managed, it's great. And that's why, we could start our business. Now, before I take up a few thoughts about the business, first, let me now compliment and congratulate on behalf of all of us, on behalf of Dalmia Cement, our dynamic Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, who led our nation, who led 130 crore people out of this crisis. And to me, it looks like that in one way, we have been able to take care of the crisis because of his leadership, as well because the way he collaborated with all chief ministers of the country, all ministers of the center, as well all top leaders of any area, any sector, and he could ensure that everybody is with him. Everybody falls in line with the thought process, and the thought process was that yes, this COVID-19 should not damage us much. If you look at various figures of various countries, whether it's the US or whether it's Europe or in Southeast Asia also, we would find that our country could do better. Maybe because of our own faith also, maybe because of our immunity also. But of course, the credit also goes to our beloved Prime Minister Modi ji. The way he could energize all bureaucrats, all medical staff, all politicians, that yes, we all should look and we should all work towards how we save our Indians. And I think commendable work has been done, and the way he could garner support of all industrial groups, all type of people, that's also a act which has never happened in past. If we look at the way he could mobilize the support by having cooperation of each other, that's commendable. Now, for serving the society, he created PM Care Fund, and everyone of the society, each and everyone in the industry or in the country, they contributed it in a big way. And friends, let me share with you that we were also in the forefront. Our Dalmia Bharat group was also in forefront in taking care of the need of the society by contributing to PM Care Fund, to various state chief minister fund, as well as to the local authorities. So far, we have contributed 32 crores in all these areas from our Dalmia Bharat group. As well, I must also thank all of you, that all of you also contributed your hard-earned one-day salary, which broadly amounts to 1.6 crores. And that has gone to the PM Care Fund so that the nation can take care of the needy people. So my thanks to all of you for contributing to PM Care Fund. And I'm sure the way we have contributed for the various funds, as well, the way we have shown empathy, the way we have shown care for all society which are in and around our area, that's also commendable. Many of you were involved in taking care of the meal of the needy one. Many were involved in taking care of the medical needs of someone. Many were involved in taking care of other needs of the needy one. I think that was also a great act on behalf of all of you, from all our plants, from all our sales offices, logistic offices, as well commercial, as HR and all other offices. So this came because of our values. The careness came because of our values. And I think the way we could demonstrate our values, friends, this is because of our promoters' values also. This is also because of our DNA. And you will also be happy to know that Punitji, he led us in the crisis from the front. He not only led us from the front, but at the same time, he and his foundation, Avani Foundation, also contributed ₹1 crore to the PM Care Fund. So that also showed that it is just not the words, but the acts which also makes sense. So the way now PM has led us, and the way it looks like that in most of the part of the country, lockdown will be lifted from 3rd, and only the red zones or the containment zones, that would be kept under control, and rightly also, so that this COVID-19 doesn't spread. So that would also to some way support in bringing back the economy. I think we all are fully part and parcel of the economy, and at the same time, we are also fully part of the total humanity of the country also and the globe also. So on people front, we have done well. We have done we have taken all care of the people. and we are quite happy with our performance. Similarly, from business point of view, if I share with you the way we took care of our plant during lockdown period also, and at the same time, wherever there were permissions to operate our plants with the state government permission, and wherever we needed clinker or cement in initial period also, we did that, and we were the few in the cement industry who could run those plants with due care. So my compliments to all those teams who have worked on this and who could gather and who could garner support of many of our departments, without support of which this would not have been possible. I would definitely will not be taking names of the either plant or the people or the department, but at the same time, I would say that yes, that was also a great achievement. Once we thought that yes, the business would open up from 20th of April, things would open up. We took proactive actions. We discussed amongst each other. We created a strategy that how to reach to our customers, how to reach to our vendors, how to reach to the transporters. You would be very happy to know that the way our sales team, whole sales team and whole logistic team kept relationship with customers, with transporters, that has helped us in a big way. In fact, the way digital connect was made by all these people has created a better relationship than what we used to make with our physical relationship. The virtual relationship, virtual connect has helped us in a big way. And that's the result, that when we wanted to start our business, we were not short of orders. Broadly, we were not short of many trucks also. And the whole result was that the way our sales team kept relationship with their various customers in all the three regions, whether it's a east or northeast or the south, and the way they also could connect with the families of the customers. So I am sure that must have helped in getting the required number of orders, required quantity of orders, on the basis of which, friends, I think we could ramp up our business in a very fast way. If you look at last 10 days operations, you would find that yes, we have done far better than what we had thought of. We must have done far better than many of the other cement players. And reason being is you. Reason being is your commitment. Reason being is your relationship. In fact, I was amazed when I could see the coordination which was happening amongst all members, all functions, whether it's a corporate affairs, whether it's a logistic, whether it's a plant, whether it's a corporate communication, whether it's a digital, whether it's a sales, any and every department was contributing in their own way, which I would be very frank to say that I never saw that much in our past. So I think this crisis has also shown us some lessons that what can be done and what is the right way of doing it. So important is that with this coordination, with this commitment, and with single goal, that yes, we have to emerge as a winner, we have to reboot our business, we have to retool whole thing. That has helped us in coming out as a winner in the month of April. If you look at our dispatches, if you look at our sales, if you look at collections, I think we did better than what we thought. So my compliments to all those people who were involved in this. And I would say everyone is involved in this in one way or other, and that's why credit goes to them. In fact, there were various issues in relation to how to maintain the plant during lockdown time, how to get the right people, as well how to pay them. And you would be happy to know that so far, for the month of March, each and every one of the employees, each and every one of the worker, he was paid in time, and I would say not in time, but before time, because we knew that in this tough condition, people may need money in advance, and that's why our HR team, our commercial finance team, they ensured that yes, they get money in time, so they feel confident. Similarly, to create confidence in each and every one of us, the major decision which was taken by our leader Puniji is to create a war chest, to create a treasury, so that if some crisis goes on for a longer time, if there's an uncertain time in the business, then also we are not short of funds. We don't worry much about the availability of cash, because ultimately, if we have to work with confidence, then cash is the king. And Punitji, with the support of Jayesh and Anand Karodia, took major step in ensuring that we have sufficient treasury with us, which can be used at any time of crisis, not in a usual way. And that went on in a big way. Similarly, the steps which we took to ensure that cash remains king, and we made all efforts that we make payment to all the expenses which are related to people, but at the same time do rationing, do create some logic by which certain part of the payment is paid to other vendors and other people. That will also help us in a big way, that we could bring in a lot of discipline in our overall day-to-day management of cash, and which has also given us confidence, and we never felt any time that we'll be short of funds. So my compliments to all those people who contributed in this. Similarly, friends, the way we created our Dalmia support line, which was for supporting people who are in need of any type of help. So it has also helped in a big way. And the message which it has sent is that anybody, it's just not employee, it's just not the family of the employee, but anyone who is related with us, or otherwise also we want to help someone. Dalmia support was there, HR, infra, and other team. They took all care, whatever cases which came. As well, it has also sent a great message to overall our community that we are there to support anyone. And let me also highlight one or two cases. The one case was that how to take care of our one senior colleague who got caught by COVID-19 while taking care of his mother in the hospital. And then it was the duty of each one of us that yes, we take care of him fully. And let me just share my experience, because the moment I got call that yes, this is the problem, I just phoned three important people in our organization: Punitji, Ajit, and Harmin. And I would say within few minutes, everything got organized, or everything got fully tied up, and it was ensured that yes, he gets full care, he gets full confidence, and we take care of him and his family, because his family also got caught in this COVID-19 problem. And I'm happy to share that with the support of Punitji and all other people, he could come out as a winner. And today they are out of this COVID-19 danger and are really feeling great that this is the way a person, an employee should be supported. So there are various such cases which has come in last, I would say, about 36, 37 days, in which we could show that how people have been taken care of, whether to ship people from one place to guest house or from hotel to somewhere. So many things have taken place while taking care of the people. Similarly, the way, I would again repeat, the way sales team motivated each and every member of the customer and their family, and the way they ran the program of whether teaching them about COVID-19, teaching them spirituality, giving them some learning lessons about the life, or motivating their children to go for some painting competition or the slogan competition. That has also created a lot of positivity in the system. So whole purpose and whole commitment of all of us was, let us keep positivity. We knew that this is a great crisis, this is a great problem. Still, the world has no right solution. But at the same time, we had one solution, and the solution was be positive, remain positive, and look for the opportunity. And all of you have proved that the moment opportunity came of operating the plant, the moment came for delivering the cement to the customer, we all did it. So that was the positivity which has helped us in reaching to the customer. I would also like to share the way digital technology has supported us. This Zoom meeting or the Microsoft Team meeting or WhatsApp meeting, in whatever way we have used it, it's a great. In fact, the way we started using Zoom technology since last many months, the way we started deliberating on our E8K targets, the 22 targets, which had helped us to identify each and area of the business in a minutest way. So that has also helped us during this last 1 month to work on each and every activity, whether it's related to people, whether it's related to operations, whether it's related to commercial, whether it's related to finance. And that has also helped us through Zoom technology, through work from home philosophy, that we never felt that we are out of business. In fact, many of you might have felt also that you are working more than what you were doing otherwise in the day-to-day business when things were normal. So I think the way we all of us have accepted new normal is which was not there in past. And if we try to look in the past and get some inkling, some guidance from the past, it was not possible. And that's why we all thought that let us unlearn and relearn. And I think that has also helped in a big way, because we were not there with our past luggage and baggage. But at the same time, we were there that yes, we have to look today, we have to look for tomorrow and find the solution. And each and every area where we did our problem solving, we could find the solution. And finding the solution in a positive way was a great message which I could get. In fact, this has also created a big confidence in me also, and maybe senior management team, that the team which we have is capable of taking care of any uncertainty. Because today we don't know that what type of certainty is there for the economy or for the humanity. But at the same time, we do know that yes, we can create certainty out of uncertainty. And that flexibility would definitely be helping us. That flexibility has helped us. And I would say that flexibility of looking at each and every aspect of business has gone in a big way. The teams which were involved in understanding fixed cost, they made it a flexible cost. Though FC remains FC, but then fixed cost was made flexible cost. I was also quite surprised that how people who were saying it's a fixed cost, just because of this crisis, just because of their new thought, they could convert fixed cost into flexible cost. And we could see a lot of initiatives, a lot of innovations which has happened, not because of any pressure, but because of their own thought that let us remain prepared for uncertainty. And I'm so happy that the work which has been done on bringing down the cost, whether it's a variable cost or fixed cost or otherwise, would go a long way. Though crisis will be for a short time here and there, but the benefit of our new working culture would go a long way. And friends, I think the decisions which we will be taking, which we had taken, which we'll be taking in time to come, in maybe few months' time, that would also reshape our future business, our future life. So I think now it's time that we reimagine. We reimagine business together. We reimagine our working style together. We reimagine each and every aspect of cost, of operation, of process together. Because this reimagining would definitely take us away from our past practices, but at the same time would support us in looking afresh. And I think in many ways it has been done by all of you, but at the same time, still a lot of actions have to be taken, a lot of actions have to be made and executed with speed, and that would definitely redefine what we are. Everywhere you must have heard that everyone is saying redefine, reimagine, retool, reboot. Yes, that is required. We'll be doing it, but at the same time, I think in a smaller way, in a time frame of say 37 days or so, we have done that in our own way, in our own style, and we could see the results. And those results, as well, the efforts which we all would be making now, would be making our business in a very stronger way. I think now, today, from 1st May, it's time to relook, introspect, do soul searching that what we need to do now. So maybe in next 10 days time, our effort would be to identify various actions, various ideas. We have to sit together, we have to dwell together, we have to deliberate together that what is there. And anybody, whether he's a junior person or middle level person or senior person, anybody can collaborate, anybody can give their ideas, and we'll create a system by which we are able to hear the views of each one of you. And my request would also be, like what Ujjwalji said earlier, that yes, you must contribute to the idea sharing, you must contribute to problem identification, you must share with your solution providing ideas, so that we always feel confident that yes, our organization is such a flexible organization who can take care of any crisis. In fact, if we look at newspapers, if we look at TV, everybody would be talking of uncertainty, and rightly also. So we'll have to be as flexible as possible. We'll have to use digital technology as much as possible, because it's quite possible that physical distancing, I'm using the word physical distancing, not social distancing, because we have to have physical distancing to take care of the COVID-19 problem, but at the same time, we have to have social closeness, virtual closeness, so that we remain together. So while taking care of physical distancing, friends, we have to now have social closeness, virtual closeness, so as to devise various ways and means by which we can take the business forward. Forward in what way? So this is what the strategy which we'll have to come out with, and then that would set out the agenda for future. In fact, I think month of May would be very important month in which we will be deciding the agenda of future, what we want to do, and we'll have to create a lot of scenarios, that in A scenario and B scenario and C scenario, how we would be behaving. So we would remain as flexible as possible, so that we don't remain clutched to any one thought, any one problem, any one solution. But the way things come up, we would act accordingly. And since we all are together, our thought process is together, I am sure it will be a win-win-win situation. So now, for creating that win-win situation, I feel that will have to have those systems by which we can work together, we can dialogue together, we can act together. And this is how, friends, I would suggest that let us keep our nerves together. Important is that in such tough situation, is it possible to keep nerves together? And I would say yes, because you have shown it, because you have those qualities in which you can say that yes, Dalmia Cement, Dalmia Bharat Group is my group. It's meant for me. It's meant for India. So how I do it? And definitely with that philosophy, I've seen that we can do anything. And for that purpose, definitely it's a right moment. It's the right moment to recreate everything. Now, the way sales would be made. Now, it's quite possible that there may not be physical visits of sales officers to various dealers, but it will be a virtual visit. So if that is the case, then how we change ourselves, how we change our practices. Similarly, what I have seen is that now various experts, they are thinking of visiting the plant for any problem solving, not physically, but virtually. And they are able to provide solutions. We have seen earlier that without visit of some expert, it will not be possible to solve a problem, or it will not be possible to commission the plant. But now we all are mentally reconciled that even in digital way also it is possible. So I think great change is required in overall thinking of each every one of us. It's not that only one level of person or two level of persons have to think afresh, but it's a new normal for all of us, and we all are capable of thinking afresh and becoming ready for new normal. So friends, I would like to compliment again all of you, the vigor which you shown, the commitment which you shown, the comradeship which you shown, the partnership which you have shown, and the collaboration which you have shown. I think it's was a great, because that was the way we could bring in right results. So let it not be only for crisis. We would be coming out of the crisis, but we have to continue with our best practices, and those best practices would definitely redefine our future. So we must have to now look into ourselves, that what we are. Let me also share lastly that this period has been a soul searching period. This period has been soul searching for oneself also. We could realize that life is always changing. Nothing is constant, nothing is static. Though we were having many type of myths, but this COVID-19 blasted many myths, and it taught us that without this, without that, without physical meeting, without eating out, without seeing movie, without going to restaurant, also you can have happy life. Similarly, we could also understand that how spiritually it can also support us, how it can make us stronger. So similar exercise which we have done to some extent is that we have to start soul searching of the organization. Now the organization is the soul and we are the body. Now we have to search for the soul, we have to work for the soul, and we have to see that how we can make soul very strong, soul very spiritual, and that would give us a very strong future, very satisfying future. So this is what activities I think, friends, we would need to do. And then after that, I think we would find that whether COVID-19 remains for time to come, but then as far as we are concerned, as far as an organization is concerned, we won't feel that yes, it's a problem for us. Of course, there would be various ups and downs because of the economic uncertainty, because of various social uncertainty also. But as an organization, as a group of people which we are, I think we have to remain united. We have to remain committed for all of us. And then we would feel and we would find that we have come out as a winner. So the philosophy of winning is great. And that greatness we have already tested in a very short period of last few weeks. And this is what we'll go on testing. And we will make our organization in such a strong way that whatever may come, we would achieve our goals. And all of you are aware that we have already created goal of E8K, which means that we have to create a bit of 8,000 crores in time to come, so that we can lead to our objective of doubling our capacity, so that there is a good future for everyone. There is a good growth for everyone, and that is possible. Still, I would say no one has to lose the hope of E8K and D22. It would happen. It can be better off few quarters here and there, but I am fully confident that the economy would come back in a big way. The way world is coming out of trying to come out of China and trying to relocate their operations out of China. So India would be one of the preferred destination, and for that purpose, our Prime Minister and others, they are making all efforts that how we can attract new investment. And when this new investment comes, then definitely there would be boost in economy. There would be demand of cement, and which is what we would have to be ready for. So let me conclude, friend, by saying again a great thank you to you, saying again that be united, remain committed for people, for customers, and for cash, because these are the three things which we have to take care of. And when we are able to take care of these three things, people, customer, and cash, then our future would be always bright. It will be always full of happiness. So my best wishes to all of you, to all your families, for healthiness and happiness. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Singhi. Thank you for your communication, for your dialogue, and the appreciation that you gave to everybody. I know that you would have wanted to carry on even longer and appreciate individual members who have, and we have very, very, very many examples which we wanted to cover in this town hall today, but obviously time being limited, and obviously there are so many examples in the last 1 month that if you were to list them down, it would take us a long time. So what we would be doing is Madhuri and Rashika and Ajit would help us to develop a small newsletter, which we would circulate very shortly in the next 7 days, covering all the examples, all the various stories which have made us extremely proud in the last 1 month, and we'll share all of that with all of you very quickly. And as I said initially, that we would also request for your suggestions, remarks, thoughts, and ideas on how we can fight the COVID situation, how we can make safety for our people even more stronger in the plants, in the sales team, in the logistics team, and everywhere wherever we work, and how also we can think of new ways of working and improving the business further. So we would circulate a mail ID for all of you. We would definitely want all of you to please participate. I'm very happy to also inform that in all we had almost 25 members joining the call today, and as you would have noted, this video and this dialogue is on YouTube and it is being recorded, and we would also try and share the recorded view of this dialogue with Mr. Singhi, which you can pass it on to other colleagues who possibly could not join the call today for some reasons, but I'm sure they would be very, very keen to listen to Mr. Singhi, and that we will ensure that the video clip also goes to all of you. So thank you once again for joining this call. Thank you once again for your great collaboration and great work in the last 1 month. And we look forward to such more successes and such more town halls going forward. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Mr. Singhi, for the dialogue, please.